Do you believe in horoscopes? There's a certain allure that horoscopes hold, isn't there? This ancient practice has been around for thousands of years, captivating minds and hearts from all walks of life. Whether it's the daily horoscope column in the newspaper or a detailed birth chart analysis from a seasoned astrologer, horoscopes have this intriguing ability to draw us in, promising insights into our lives, personalities, and even our futures. One of the main reasons horoscopes are so compelling is because they often deliver comforting or empowering messages. You're a Leo, a natural-born leader and a beacon of confidence. As a Pisces, you're deeply empathetic and intuitive. Your Sagittarian spirit is adventurous and freedom-loving. These statements are empowering, aren't they? They make us feel seen, understood, and even special. And then there's the predictive aspect of horoscopes. Mercury retrograde is around the corner, so brace yourself for communication mishaps. Venus is in your sign, signaling a season of love and beauty. These predictions give us a sense of control, a roadmap to navigate the uncertain terrain of life. But horoscopes also tap into a deep-rooted human tendency, our desire to seek patterns and make sense of our world. We're natural pattern seekers, hardwired to find meaning and order in the chaos that surrounds us. Astrology, with its complex systems of signs, houses, and planetary movements, provides a framework to do just that. It offers a cosmic narrative, a story written in the stars that helps us understand our place in the universe. Yet for all its charm and appeal, one question remains. But does belief in horoscopes truly stand up to scrutiny? As we delve deeper, we'll uncover the science, or lack thereof, behind astrology, the psychology that fuels our belief in horoscopes, and the business that thrives on our fascination with the stars. So buckle up, as we embark on this journey into the world of horoscopes. Astrology, the science behind horoscopes, or so it claims. But how scientific is it really? Let's delve a little deeper. Astrology posits the notion that the position of celestial bodies at the time of a person's birth can influence their personality and destiny. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? The idea that the universe itself could have a personal stake in our lives. But let's take the astronomer's lens to this premise. The celestial bodies we're talking about are light years away, and their positions are constantly shifting. Even our nearest star, excluding the sun, is about 4¼ light years away. That's roughly 25 trillion miles. To put that into perspective, light from that star takes over 4 years to reach us. So, the position of these celestial bodies at the time of your birth would have been different by the time their light reached Earth. It's like trying to navigate using a map that's constantly being redrawn. And then there's the question of evidence. Science is all about proof, right? So what do the studies say? Well, over the years, numerous scientific studies have tried to find a correlation between astrological predictions and reality. The result? Zilch. Nada. No correlation. One of the most comprehensive studies, conducted in the 1980s, involved over 2,000 participants and used a wide range of astrological techniques. The conclusion was clear: there was no evidence to support the astrological hypotheses. So, where does this leave us? With a gaping hole in the credibility of astrology, that's where. It's a beautiful, ancient belief system, no doubt. But as a science, it seems to fall short. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. It simply doesn't hold up under scrutiny. Clearly, astrology lacks scientific credibility. But what about personal experiences? Ever felt a horoscope describes you perfectly? You're not alone. This is a common experience for many when they read their daily or monthly horoscope. But why does this happen? The answer lies in two psychological phenomena: the Fourier effect and confirmation bias. Let's start with the Fourier effect, named after psychologist Bertram Forer. In 1948, Fourier conducted an experiment where he gave his students a personality test and then gave them individual feedback. The catch? The feedback was not individual at all. Instead, it was a collection of vague and general statements that could apply to anyone. Despite this, most students rated the feedback as highly accurate. This is the Fourier effect in action. We tend to believe that vague and general statements accurately describe us, especially when they are presented as tailored specifically for us. Sound familiar? That's because horoscopes operate in much the same way. Now, on to confirmation bias. This is a phenomenon where we remember information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs and forget information that doesn't. In the context of horoscopes, we remember when they predicted something correctly, but forget the many times they were wrong. This selective memory makes horoscopes seem more accurate than they really are. So, what happens when the Fourier effect and confirmation bias come together? They create a powerful illusion of accuracy. When we read a horoscope, the Forer effect makes us believe that it accurately describes us. Then, confirmation bias steps in, making us remember the times that the horoscope was right, and forget the times it was wrong. This combination makes us believe in the accuracy of horoscopes even when logic and reason tell us otherwise. So next time you read a horoscope and find yourself nodding along, remember the Forer effect and confirmation bias. These two psychological phenomena are the real stars of the show, not the planets or stars in your horoscope. Our minds play tricks on us, making us believe in the accuracy of horoscopes. Horoscopes are everywhere, from newspapers to apps. Ever wondered why? Well, let's peel back the curtain and take a peek into the business side of horoscopes. Now, you might think that these daily, weekly, or monthly predictions are simply a fun, harmless diversion, but in reality, they are a key revenue driver for many media outlets. Yes, you heard it right. Horoscopes in their ubiquitous presence are a major money spinner. Think about it. Horoscopes draw traffic. They attract clicks, views, and shares. Each click translates into advertising revenue. Each view means more eyes on sponsored content. Each share expands the potential customer base. And then there are the premium services, the pay-per-prediction hotlines, and the personalized readings. All these bring in a tidy sum, making the horoscope industry a lucrative one. And how do they keep us coming back for more? Well, the secret lies in the artful use of language. Horoscope writers are masters of crafting general statements that could apply to anyone. They use phrases that are vague enough to be relatable, yet specific enough to feel personal. It's a delicate balancing act, but when done right, it can convince readers that the stars truly have something to say about their day, their week, or their life. These statements, often called Barnum statements, are designed to resonate with a wide range of people. Statements like, "You have a great deal of unused capacity," or "You have a tendency to be critical of yourself," can apply to virtually anyone. And yet, when we read them in our horoscope, we feel seen, understood, even guided. So, the next time you read your horoscope, remember this. Their ubiquity is more about business than truth. They're not there to provide cosmic insight or divine guidance. They're there to generate traffic, to boost ad revenue, and to keep us hooked on the promise of understanding our lives through the stars. Horoscopes are big business, not a reliable source of insight or guidance. So, what's the final verdict on horoscopes? We've delved into the alluring world of horoscopes, explored the science, or rather, the lack thereof behind astrology, analyzed the psychological phenomena like the Forer effect and confirmation bias that make horoscopes seem eerily accurate, and even uncovered the commercial motivations that keep the horoscope industry thriving. Let's circle back to the big question: are horoscopes legitimate? The answer, as you might have gathered, is a resounding no. They lack scientific credibility, with no empirical evidence supporting the claims that celestial bodies influence our personalities or destinies. Astrology is not a science. It doesn't adhere to the scientific method, and its predictions are not testable, falsifiable, or based on evidence. Furthermore, horoscopes cleverly harness psychological biases to convince us of their accuracy. The Forer effect makes vague, general statements seem uniquely applicable to us, while confirmation bias ensures we remember the hits and forget the misses. These mechanisms make horoscopes feel personal and precise, even though they're anything but. And let's not forget the commercial angle. Horoscopes are a thriving industry, raking in millions every year. They're marketed as harmless fun, a guide to life, or even a tool for self-improvement. But at their core, they're a product designed to sell. So where does this leave us? It's essential to approach horoscopes, and indeed any claim that lacks empirical evidence, with a healthy dose of skepticism. Critical thinking is our best defense against misinformation and pseudoscience. We must always question, investigate, and demand evidence. Sure, horoscopes can be fun. They can spark interesting conversations, provide a moment of escapism, or even offer a framework for self-reflection. But they are not a guide to life. They don't hold the answers to our deepest questions or the keys to our future. Remember, a horoscope might be fun to read, but it's no guide to life. Keep questioning, keep debunking, and stay curious.